souls around here. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey,
Look
Lena
at
acting like she's 90, talking about God bless her soul.
right. That's why I was like, who blessing souls? First of all, baby, not only is the hair righteous, but the lighting is fantastic.
Is it?
It is
I can't
fantastic.
tell.
It's good. Good lights.
All right, girl, and I
Good
did it by my
light.
damn self.
Mhm.
Cheers. Oh my gosh. Because I'm afraid to move anything, so I really don't know what I look like.
I'm telling you, you look great. The lighting
Okay,
is perfect. It looks really good. The red lip is always popping.
oh, look at there.
You
Okay,
did it. You did it.
okay,
Hey,
I did
girl.
it.
Hey.
Hey, it's been a minute, and my
It's
wig
been
is. I
a
tell
minute.
Gee, my wig is on point.
You know what? I mean, giving life, giving life. Girl, it's been too long since we've done a
It has.
mimosa moment.
It has. I'm
What's been
so glad to be
happening?
back. Me needing mimosa moments every day. Me needing
Girl,
a
you right
mimosa.
here with me in spirit every day. I'm like, you know what, my girl Gina, honey,
But you know what? It's all right.
it
You
is all right.
can't keep me down, baby. I'm telling you.
Always, always. So
Yeah.
listen, let me tell you my current situation, and I want to get your take on it. I already know what my take is, but let me tell you what the tea is for
Okay,
me.
tell me. Okay.
So I was dating this guy in college. Now, like most college students, you think, oh, he the love of my life. We're going to get married. We're going to have
Mm-hmm.
babies, that whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, we did not get married because he was cheating.
Okay.
Shocker. But the bigger shocker is I was cheating too. Bam. That's the tea. Anyway,
Kickback. Okay.
so since then, he's been married like 4 times, married and divorced. Now, after maybe 10 years, I hear from him. And I'm like, what's this about? He need money. I'm like, now why are you where your wives at? Where's the whole clan? Where are they? You tap into their bank account instead of mine.
He probably already has, and that's why they're gone. But go ahead.
And then there's that. And
Yes.
so, because I got love for we've been friends, even though it has been strictly platonic. I helped him out the first time. Shamefully, I will tell you, I helped him out the second time. Helped him out 3 times. I know. I'm not even going to tell you how much. So, yeah, hold on one second. Excuse me. Because now that I'm running those numbers in my head, oh,
I'm just letting you talk this through yourself because you already know the
I
answer.
already
But go
know.
ahead. Mm-hmm.
So then I get a call from one of his family members that tells me, don't give him any money. He's ran through our family. He's gotten all this money. And so we've kind of pumped the brakes on him. And I'm like,
Okay.
damn, he got me. But you know what? I'm a good person. I don't feel bad. Luckily I had it to give. Hopefully it did help even though he told me all these wild stories and I believed him. Anyway, so that's been, I don't know, it was pre-COVID. So that's been like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. I'm rid of him. Everything is good. Why yesterday? Not yesterday.
Not the
Yes,
show.
yesterday. I get a text message that from him that says, "Hey, hope all is well. I know I said this would never happen again, but can you send me some money? Here's my Cash App." Let me tell you something. I was first irritated that he would even text me out the blue and not ask me how I'm doing first. And
Okay.
then automatically add his Cash App as if to say, "I know you going to say yes."
Right. Cash app? That means you're getting ready to do it like, okay, give me a minute. I'll get to it. Or I may be in a meeting. Give me 5, 10, whatever, but I'll get it to you.
So I did not respond.
Good for
I
you.
did not say anything, but let me just tell you how I really feel. I really feel like I should
That's what
call
I
him
was
and
going
cuss
to
him
ask you.
out.
How are you feeling about
I feel like I should call him and cuss him out. I don't think the
it?
ghosting and not saying anything is enough. Like, I want to bury him. I mean, figuratively speaking, right? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't really want to bury, but I want to call him and I want to let him have it so he
You want to
knows.
give him what for? I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's
I've
my
got you.
current situation. I feel like
Yeah.
cussing somebody out, and it's him.
Right. Right. So, from the person who would probably feel the same way you're feeling and would want to do that, I'm going to give you the advice that I should give myself sometimes. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't
it.
cuss out, or
Don't
I know not
don't
to give the
pursue it.
money. Don't curse him
Don't
out.
give him the money and don't curse him out because
Come
see,
on, Gigi. Can I give him one curse
no,
word?
I know you have to just do it. Do it amongst your girlfriends over give it to me. I'll take it.
I can't drop an F bomb. I can't call him a dickhead. I can't say you low down dirty motherfucker. I can't do none of that. I can't say just let me give me. I
Not
can't
to
none of it.
him. Not to him. It's too much energy. He will start thinking you care.
But it
And
feels
then
so
and then he'll
good.
then he will I know.
It feels
I
so
know.
good.
Sometimes
It's
it
something that
does.
it does to my spirit. I feel like you can even see the glow when I say it. I'm not
I
glowing when I
do.
say it.
And
Let
you
me see
are
if I glow.
glowing.
You low down dirty mother. I didn't glow. I didn't get a
You
glow.
did. You did.
Well,
You
that
you
makes me
did
feel better
bring it.
already. So I feel better
You
already.
good. See,
So
that's what
so
mimosa moments are about.
and that was a mimosa
And
moment.
and,
That
and
glow that I
look at
had.
here. You just helped me because I actually have that same
I
situation,
was
but
just about to ask you to give me your current situation. What's happening in your
and
world?
this money thing is I'm wanting to curse a whole lot of folks out about this money thing, but I'm taking the you know what? When they go low, I go high.
Fuck that. When
I
they
don't
go low,
want
I'm getting
to.
in the ground.
Yeah, I don't want to, but better things are coming. So I can't now that's when I'm gonna go ahead on and drop that. I thought I thought I told you.
You know,
I thought I
I
told you.
part of me, I love and adore and hold in high regard Michelle Obama. She from the
Yes.
south side of Chicago, gorgeous, drop dead, just Amazonian queen.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
baby, it is hard for me to get in the car of when they go low, you go high. It's hard for me to get in the car and ride with her on that.
Well, let me tell you why. You know she's got a new podcast coming out, right?
I saw
And she's telling how she really feels now.
that part. Let
See,
me tell you something. I already
that's
knew.
why when she said when they go low, we go high, because she's
I
got to get that money.
Let me tell you something. I knew that was a marketing thing. I knew
Yes,
it was like a PR thing. Cause let me tell you about Shell Shell from the South
from the
Side.
south side.
You know, and
Yeah,
you've seen this on social media where the dude stands there and says, "Now this is about right in here where you fuck around and find out." I believe
yes,
that. I
that's
believe
it.
that wholeheartedly,
Yes,
without question.
yeah, yeah.
So for today's mimosa moment, I have something that I really already know how you feel about it, but I think it would be just good conversation to talk about. I wish I had some French toast, but I don't. I was reading where and I don't really like to talk about everybody's business, but if you talk about your business, I feel like it is
Then you
now
gave me free
it's
game to
free
talk
reign for
about your
me to talk
business.
about it.
Yes.
So I'm gonna step out there on Monique. And I see where now she's decided, her and her husband collectively have decided that they no longer want an open relationship. Now, I said at the outset when I heard this
Mm-hmm.
about the open relationship, that shit ain't gonna work
No,
for many reasons. And not really putting it all on her. Because, a lot of people will say, oh, well, the woman will eventually, get jealous and da 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 da. I think the same can be true of a guy. I think it's not
that's right.
always the woman. So I think it can go either way. And it's a gamble. It's like Vegas. You don't know which direction it's going to fall. But let me tell you what's going to happen. It's going to fall.
Yes,
I
I
don't care
agree.
what you say. But,
I agree.
in the beginning, she held steadfast to it's fine. This is my idea. And this is what works for us. And we love it. And da da da. And I said, you know what? Just hold on.
Yes,
Just hold on a little while longer. This right here is gonna get old.
keep it
And
living. Yes,
so and again, I'm not hating on her decision. That's what she wanted to do. It worked for her and her husband, I guess, because we only know what they share with us. But
that's
now they
right.
are sharing that they've decided that we no longer want an open relationship. I do know. I'm not gonna say I don't know. I do know. I'm not hyper jealous. But I don't like to share my toys. The ones that
No,
I use by
yeah,
myself or the ones that actually have a heartbeat. I don't want to share those things.
okay.
I don't. I'm like, listen, now, and truth be told, like I said, I'm not a jealous type. I'm a get even type. So if
Right.
I know that you are cheating, I'm not going to bust the windows out your car because I might break a nail.
Mm-mm.
I'm not getting
Right.
ready to chase you all over town because I'm busy. I'm not going to do all of that. What I'm going to do is
And,
get me a
and I
boo.
don't want to go to jail. So, okay.
I'm just going to get me a boo, honey. That's what we do.
Okay.
But there are a lot of people, like I've been reading all of these studies that talk about how relationships tend to have a longer life when you, as a couple, sleep in separate beds or perhaps even sleep in separate rooms. Could you do
Okay.
that?
Not for me. It
Yeah.
doesn't work for me. I mean, maybe a night, if I'm, let's say this, if I'm having a moment and I just need my space, and I say to my husband, you know what? Tonight, I just need to sleep in a different room. I need to meditate and I need to think about some things. It's just not working. Or there have been times when we've been upset with one another and he might sleep in guest room upstairs, or I say, I'm going to take another room, because sometimes you need a breather, but all
Yeah.
the time, no, no.
Let me tell you something. I've
That
read
doesn't work
stories
for
where
me.
they literally have two separate residents
Right.
and they
That doesn't
treat
work
it
for me.
like they're still dating. So whenever you want to go out, you go over,
Oh, wow.
or they go over. And some people, it's an upstairs, downstairs thing. For others, it is we spend all of our time together when we're not working. And then when we go to bed, she goes
You
here.
go your way, I go
Yeah.
my way. Okay. And
I
if that
mean,
works,
I gotta
but
tell you,
why marry? I don't get the point of the why marry?
yeah. I part of me, in full disclosure, part of me can see it,
Mm-hmm.
but a larger part of me cannot. But because I'm so, first of all, being a fabulous woman of a certain age,
We
I
won't
am,
tell.
yeah, I am,
Okay.
as my grandmama would say, stuck in my ways. And
Yes.
so I almost feel like I don't want to live in a separate residence. I think that everything should be under one roof. But I
Mm-hmm.
kind of don't mind the idea of, you know,
Separate bedrooms.
yeah, almost. Cause but then again, I'm not the cuddly, I need to be up under you all
Me,
night.
no, me
I'm not
neither.
that. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let's boom, 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 let's have the sex. Now you go your way. I'm gonna go over here and clean up
Right.
and, get in the
And
bed
do
and
my
go
thing.
sleep.
And I
Yeah.
think that's, again, it's who are you married to? Because for me, I don't cuddle. I don't cuddle. My husband knew that I'm not that type, a woman of a certain age is too damn hot for all that to be doing that right now. Okay,
Yeah.
mess around and pass out. So
So
that's not
true.
going to happen. So we have that understanding. When we go to bed, on your side, I'm on my side. We're not doing that cuddling. We're not all that hugging. It's too damn hot again.
Yeah.
So we do what we need to do, love on one another, make one
Mhm.
another happy, and then
Yes.
night night.
Bing, bing, bing,
Yeah,
bing,
night
bing.
night. Yeah.
I
So
don't know
that I
why,
can understand.
but I don't
Right.
know
And I
why
can even
people
go in a
always make
different
it
bedroom
seem.
for a while, but not for a long time. Because after being married for 20 something years, there is a comfort of just knowing he's on that side of the bed. If
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I can see that. Let me tell you something. As much as we've had this conversation ad nauseum before, and that is, I don't know necessarily that marriage is for me, but companionship certainly is.
Hmm.
And I'm not going to blame it on as I get older, I find, because the truth of the matter for me, I've, I
I
love,
think this is
it's a,
where you were the whole time.
yeah, I have been. It's a weird thing for me. I love being by myself. Like, I love it. I'm a true Scorpio in that way.
Yeah.
However, I also love the comfort of knowing that there's someone around. Like, I love it. Like, I don't need someone to have a conversation with, honey. I can have a whole conversation all by myself. I talk to myself, I answer back, I respond as if I am a whole different, I know it's a whole
Girl, if
production.
we're not twins, why do
It's
I
a
do that?
whole production. I'll be like,
And
"Girl,
have
what
a
were you?"
good time and
Oh,
love talking to the damn self. And do I give myself the best advice? Huh? Child.
and let me tell you, I tell the funniest stories to myself
Me
and will
too.
fall out on the floor laughing. So I've learned to b I've all and I haven't learned it. Let me take that back. I've not learned it. I've always been my own best friend. And so
Yeah.
whether I'm by myself I can't, because I love to talk, so I can't wait
Yeah.
to have company to tell them about all of my journeys and trials and things that I've done while I've been by myself. I'm like, "Oh my god, you won't believe what happened." And they're like, "I'm sure I won't." But I like the idea of having companionship, and it's more for selfish reasons. It is because I wanna know that someone's there to listen when I have grown tired of me
Talking to your
talking.
damn self. When you've gotten sick of talking to your damn self.
I'm like,
And every
"She,"
now and then
you know what?
we do
And I'll
have
be
to tell
like,
ourselves,
she keeps
"Shut up."
saying the same thing. She keeps
Yeah.
well, she is me. So you are tired of you. So I want to hear another voice outside of my own. So it's purely for selfish reasons. And then
Yes.
the other thing is I love the idea of the safeness that I feel knowing that someone is here. And it could be a significant other, it could be a friend. Like, I love that. It's one of the reasons why even now, thinking about moving far out from where I currently live now so that I can have I'm a country girl. I want a lot of yard. I want to be able to have animals. I eventually want to have horses and all of that. And so I know I need a lot of space. Well, I live in California, honey.
Yeah,
And
so you don't
here, it ain't
even have
like Texas where you can get 50 acres for
yeah,
$30. Here, you need 50 million thousand dollars, right, to get
yeah,
498 square feet. So, but the fear is I don't want to be way out there by myself. So selfishly, I would like
okay.
a partner who can deal with me and I can deal with him. But I wouldn't mind him having his own side of the
Little
house. And
little
yeah,
little
and
part,
we
yeah.
marry up like, "Hey, baby, it's time for us to get together. What you doing?" That kind of thing.
Well, I mean, and if it works, it works, and like I said, I can't have someone under me all the time. I can't
Yeah.
do that. I don't want to spend all my time with someone, but I do want to go to bed at night knowing that you're there. And like every now and then, you can go upstairs and have your night, and I can have mine, or downstairs, wherever. Like you said, a part of the house where you go and I go and get away from one another. That I
Yeah.
think is needed. You know,
I think it's necessary for
yes,
sure,
yes.
without
I
question.
even like taking trips by myself,
No,
without
I'm
my
not gonna
my
do that.
significant other, girlfriends, whatever. I can't do going everywhere, doing everything with my husband. I can't. I go
Yeah.
out to eat without him. There's a lot of things I couldn't do a partner that needed me with him all the time or needed my attention that way. I would
It's
get a divorce.
exhausting.
Yes, I would get a divorce. It ridiculous.
Yes. All the time. Well,
What
you
are the
know what? It's
papers?
funny because it's refreshing to hear that because I feel like so many men think that women are clingy and needy and, you always need somebody around. And I've always been of the thought that, honey, first of all, if I give you my number, and if you text me right away, I'm not thrown off by that because I know you might wanna check to make sure you got the right number and that I didn't give you I'm not, giving you some bad information.
Mhm.
But if you all that every day, all day texting me, I'll be like,
What
"Heck
the
yeah, do
hell
you
you
have a
out
job?
here
Like,
doing?
why you"
Yeah,
like, I
damn.
don't
How you paying your bills?
right.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
not that. And so it's
yes.
good to hear people say out loud so that we can dispel of this myth that women, and I know I don't make a blanket statement on either side of it. I know there are some
Mhm.
women who are okay with that. I
Right.
just don't fall in that category.
Right. No, it
Like,
doesn't work for me. And you have to know what works for you. I if I got a divorce, I don't know if I would ever have get married again. In all honesty.
really?
No, I don't think I would. I
It's
really
so
don't think
funny
I
because I
would.
feel like most women, not all, let me be
Right.
clear, not all, but most
Yes.
women spend a huge chunk of their lives looking for someone to
Yes.
marry. And then I find that those who find
Have
that
been married
person get
for
married,
a huge chunk of their lives
they're
say it's not
like,
gonna
I
work
don't
for
want
them.
to do this shit no more.
Nada. Nada. Don't again.
That's so
I want
funny.
to put the disclosure out there. There my good days being married outweigh my bad days.
Yeah.
Them damn bad days.
Oh, bad
If I
enough.
got a divorce with clicking in. Don't do that shit again. Don't do that.
But
No, no, no.
I think a lot of it is because again, and I know we've had this conversation before, but I don't think it ever gets old, and that is I think we all romanticize oh, it's gonna be wonderful, and we forget about the minutia of day in and day out and disagreements, and
Yes.
you're still an individual, and so there will be
Yes.
things that you will disagree. There will be times that you don't want, "Are you still breathing? Why are you
Right.
breathing so
And why
loud?"
did you come home today? Why did your key work? I just, I thought I said don't show up. So, why? Why
But
are
see,
you
it's
here?
that you know what though? Let me say this. I wholeheartedly believe that it is that type of honesty that
Yes.
makes a relationship work. It is when you pretend that it begins to build up, build up, build up.
Right.
And then when you have an argument, now you explode with a whole
Boom.
bunch of shit
Yes.
you didn't mean to say.
Mm-hmm.
When if you had just
Exactly.
been honest, like, now didn't I tell your ass to stay out at least till 9 o'clock so I can
Yes.
be by myself?
And why
What
the
the
hell are you
hell?
here at 8:45?
Go
15 minutes early.
right, right. Go sit in the car in the driveway for 15 more minutes. I ain't doing shit, but I want to do that by myself. I'm telling you, I
Yes.
think I swear, the older I get, it feels so good to just be honest and say, you know what? Now, I know I've said it before, I say it again. I've never been married. I've never been sad about not being married. Have I been proposed to? Yes. Am I glad I said no? Yes. Even though that was years ago, because now I'm just so and I'm not saying that I wanna be alone for the rest of my life. What I'm saying is I'm not crying in my pillow that,
Thank
"Oh, I can't
you.
believe I didn't get married," because the stories that
Right.
I hear, what it does for me as a single woman, it makes me say, "You know what? I'm not saying that marriage or partnership for me is not in the
Mm-hmm.
cards down the road, but what I'm gonna do now is enjoy the fact that if I wanna lay in the bed all day long, I ain't gotta answer to nobody about it. If I don't feel like
Oh,
washing the dishes, I ain't gotta hear about it. If
right.
I don't have to check in with nobody if I feel like going out, if I wanna leave town for 3
Or
days,
if
if
you
I
don't
wanna
feel like coming back to your house after you went out, whatever. That's your business.
that's my business. That's
That's
my
it.
business,
That's
and
your business.
I don't feel bad about saying that, and I can remember for years, specifically men. Now, for a while, it was my family, and I think that was because they wanted grandbabies and all that,
Right.
which,
Right.
you know, but a lot of people would try men would try to make me feel bad that how could someone like you, I don't even know what the hell that means, be single? What the fuck? What do you mean by that? Like, I'm
Because
out
here's
here.
what because you're one, you're beautiful. Two, you're ambitious, smart.
Oh, yes, I'm very
You're a
smart.
hard worker. You have
Yes.
your own, finances, home, everything funny. Let's be real. Men love women who are funny. Okay, so you
Yeah.
come with the package, and they want to know, well, why are you not married? But what I take the question and say, do I have to be? Why do I have to be married? I'm happily married to myself.
Yeah. No, I get
You
it.
know,
You're absolutely right.
and I don't think enough women approach it that way. And I was getting ready to ask you, like, when you see a couple, let's say you see a couple out and you're out and they're holding hands and they're kissing and they're affectionate towards one another. Does it make you feel bad?
It doesn't make me feel bad, but if I have to be honest, I will say it does create a longing in me that, oh, it would be nice to have that. However, I the longing means I want it and I want to treat it like most people do grandchildren. I love this for like an hour. Now get the hell on.
Okay, okay,
And I don't
okay.
mean that in a bad way.
No, no,
I
no.
don't
I get it. That's good. But you're not sitting and having self doubt. I hear so many
no.
women say, I wish I had that. That's what I want right there. Well, you only see that moment. You don't know if he slapped upside the head before he kissed her. Or
Yep.
she slapped him upside the head, or did they have a big fight, or are they, the damn kids worn the hell out of them?
Yeah.
Do they have a mountain of debt? We don't know.
We
We have
don't
no idea. You
know.
only see that moment. So I always encourage women, don't say you wish you had that. Embrace what you currently have.
Yeah.
Love yourself first, and then you will attract the person who will love you.
And not only that, I think living in this society of where we're voyeurs to everybody's life, right?
Hmm.
I think sometimes we forget that we're seeing a carefully curated narrative
Yes.
of someone's life. So the whole hashtag, oh, goals, relationship goals. I'm like, okay, be careful what you're asking for because you don't really
There
know
you
what
go.
happened before that picture, before that video, or what might happen later on. So my
Right.
thing is, I just enjoy who I am, where I am, and what works for me in this
That's it.
moment of my life. And I
That's it.
understand there will be people who will criticize it. There will be people who will, applaud what I'm doing. In my mind, I'm like, I don't give a shit either way, whether you applaud or criticize. Because at the end of the day, I really only care about how I feel.
There you go.
Because I know today you may applaud me and tomorrow you'll be dragging my ass on social media.
Okay. That moment.
And I'm
Yes.
sure that's how Monique feels now. People, dragged her when she made the announcement. And she didn't make an announcement, but she
Made the
allowed us
statement
to see
to come into
that
her life. Yes.
that
Yes.
she is
Yes.
into her open relationship. And so everyone had something to say about it. And now that she's stepping out of it, everybody has something to say about it.
Right. Now let me just ask you, the damn yard man decided to come late. Can you just hear him out there with his shit? Now
Is he
see, we're,
single?
we're gonna have a bad relationship.
Is he single?
Now he was supposed to, he doesn't know 8 a.m. from 4 p.m.
Listen,
Just
all
with his
I
little
know is,
lawnmower.
look, all I know is he may not come when you want him, but he seems to be on time.
Yeah. No, he's not on time. He was supposed to be here this morning. And here he comes. Oh, I'm out doing your yard. Will I disturb you? Yes.
Yes, you will. You are interrupting this mimosa moment.
With that little lawnmower.
But you know
But
what? That's what I love about what we do with mimosa moments is that no life is going to seep in. It will creep in when you are least expected. You don't know what's going to happen, but you got to learn how to enjoy the moment, accept it for what it is, and you take those lemons, or in this case, that weed whacker,
and his ass.
and you still say, "Here is to our mimosa
Mimosa
moment."
moment. Girl, I'm telling you, just too much. And so this is what being married. Now let me just explain to you what's going on. So when I say marriage, now mind you, my husband is home right now. So he could have just came all the way from downstairs and said to the lawn man, "Hey, my wife is in the midst of a podcast. Can
Yeah,
you maybe take your little weed whacker to the back on the
because you can't
side or
turn it
something?"
down. You can't turn it
Yeah,
down.
yeah, you can't turn. But these are the things that I'm saying when you're married that you still have to juggle. So you have to juggle work, you have to juggle life, you have to juggle the family, and somebody is somewhere in this house. I guarantee you watching Netflix.
Oh, for sure.
I guarantee it.
Without question. But it's funny, I think that even when it comes to relation like I have friends who've been married like you over 20 years. I have friends who've been married for 30 years. And I swear to God, the only thing that crosses my mind is I got friends who get on my nerves after 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my mind, I'm like, okay, do we just surrender the idea that we as human beings are still very much individual creatures with our own idiosyncrasies, with our own hangups and all kinds of shit that comes with us that
Right.
was with us when we came to the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So all of those things are now just going to be amplified.
Right.
And so in my head, it is one of the reasons I've said it before. I will say it again. My hat is off to Oprah, who is like, damn everything that everybody is talking about. Me and Stedman,
Are
we
gonna
got
just
whatever we got. He live out back
right.
in the shed. I live in this mansion. And we make that
Why
shit
why
work.
you put Stedman in the shed?
I let him know, listen, baby, I got some cornbread in the oven and I got some black eyed peas on the stove. Come get you a plate
Don't put Stedman in the
and get
shed.
on back in the shed. I'm just saying. Gail in the kitchen right now. It's me and her living our.
Let him be in the guest house, please.
He probably is in the guest house. No,
Okay.
and no shade to Stedman, because what I do know that a lot of people joke about Stedman and try to make him out to be that, he ain't got nothing going on. He does. He
He
gets
does.
a lot of money
For
speaking and writing
speaking.
books. So he
Yes.
got his own thing. I ain't shading Stedman,
That's
but
right.
he is in the shed.
And you know what? If
He in the bag. I'm just telling
you
you.
have to know that somewhere he's her rock. She has to have that. You know
Question.
what? He's got to be her rock. You
But now,
know, Gail is cool, but I have to say there's a reason Stedman is in the shed. Now,
but you know
Now
what?
I didn't put Stedman in the shed, Miss Winfrey. I put him in. I put him in the
It was
guest
that
house.
damn Jasmine who did it. Listen, let me say this. Let me tell you what I think about Stedman and Oprah and Gail. Everybody has their opinion about their relationship, what it is and what it ain't. I like to consider myself a tiny Oprah. I'm on my way. I'm just saying.
Oh,
My thing is
wait.
this. What we know is Stedman held Oprah down when nobody else did.
Okay.
He understood who she was, the talent that she had. And for me, I wouldn't mind a dude like a Stedman. I don't look at him as, he's a Mr. Winfrey. He is a man
He
in
is a
his
man.
own right. You know what he
Yeah.
doesn't need? He don't need your approval.
There you
He
go.
doesn't need social media on his side. What he knows is, listen, I know I'm a man. I make good money. I move in silence like a ninja. And guess
Okay.
what? I got her back. You may not always see me, but understand the reason you see her and the reason she's smiling is because of me.
There
And
you
I
go.
don't
He's a
need your
protector,
approval.
provider, and comforter. All
That's
right.
right. And in my mind, now I don't know the truth of it, and I don't care to know the truth of it. What I will say is I think Gail is what Oprah said she is, and that's her best friend. You may
I
not
do.
understand their relationship. Let me tell you something, and this is the truth. Now, she might kill me when she sees this, but I don't care. Me and my best friend have the kind of relationship. Now, she lives in a different state, but she's still my
Hmm.
best friend and will be my best friend till I die. But we
Okay.
have the kind of relationship that she will be like, I got a bump on my butt. And she'll bend over like, can you see it? What is it? Should I go to the doctor? We got that kind of relationship. It doesn't mean that we're
Exactly.
gay. It doesn't mean
Right.
that I like what is on her ass. It means that I am concerned about what's on her ass. And yes,
Right.
I'm
So
going to
you're
look
gonna
at it.
check it out.
That's right.
Okay.
Open it up and let me see what's going on because we might need to go to the doctor together. I'm
And
going to be there
see,
and hold your hand.
there you go. And while the doctor looking, if I need to check out what the doctor's looking at, I'll go ahead and do that too and
I
let you know.
Let me tell you something. I am your second opinion.
Yeah.
What that doctor said was bullshit. We're going to see another doctor because I need you in my life and I need you around. So,
That's it.
yes, we're going to take road trips together. Yes, when you see her, you're going to see me. And if anybody got something to say about it, fuck them. Because I
There
feel
you
like don't shame or try to make me feel bad about my relationship with my best friend. I mean, that's the whole point. And just like Gail and Oprah, well, unlike Gail and Oprah, me and my best friend have been best friends. Well, no, I guess we'll be the same thing. We met
That's what
in
I was gonna ask.
college.
How long have you guys been best friends?
We've been best friends since I was in college, and I forced her to be my best friend.
Wow.
I forced her to be my best friend. She,
Yes.
on a dare, walk because for some reason, that's for another show. People thought I was
Okay.
crazy in college. That's a whole nother show because I was a little
We'll
cuckoo
make sure we
crazy.
capture that one.
I was a little cuckoo crazy, and she took a bet. It was a dare that she would come and say hi to me. She did, and I took it as, well, if you came over to say hi to me, you must want to be friends. Don't try to backtrack on that. You want to be my
Because
friend?
we're
We're gonna be
friends now,
we
friend.
friends now. And so it just so happened that I moved off campus. She moved next to me, not knowing she was my neighbor. And when I saw her, I said, oh, it's the girl who came and said hi to me. So from that point on, I would just show up at her house. Hey, girl, what you doing? I smell that you're cooking pancakes. Did you cook something for me? She was like, how'd you get in here? I was like, well, the door was open. I thought I'd let myself in. And she couldn't get rid of me.
Oh my gosh, too
And
cute.
we've been best friends. And she tells a story. She's like, I didn't have a choice. You made me be your friend. And I said, well, you shouldn't have said hi if you didn't mean
If
it.
you said hi, then now we're friends for life.
And we've been best friends for life. And I
Isn't that
know if
funny?
anybody says anything sideways, she gonna come see about you.
That's like my best. So same here. My
I
best friend and I
mean,
have been best friends since
yes.
high school.
And
Since high school.
and you know what? I don't care if people don't understand it, if they don't get
Right.
it, because I feel like that's my relationship with her. We good.
Yeah.
And so
And
that's
you
why,
need that.
yeah. So when I see Gail and Oprah taking these, let me tell you something. When my money get extra, extra right,
Right.
all these people that I call my friends, you're gonna see us together everywhere. And you can say whatever you want to about it. I don't know what they doing over in Paris, and you won't. We minded our business, living our best lives.
Mine
Get
and ours.
into it.
Okay, now that's what we're a little different now. I am gonna say I don't travel. If you don't have yours, you're not coming with me. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna tell you, you ain't got your shit.
Ah, you gonna pay your
You
own way.
you stand at home. I can guarantee you that. Now, I will once we're on the trip, I will cover. I will cover. The only person you have to be really close to me, and I mean, when if I ever pay for a trip for someone, you know, you are in that pocket. I'm like, that is my ride or die. But no, no, I'm
And
not
see,
paying for
I
home.
I I don't mind. I now this is so
I got too many
hypocritical.
damn kids to be paying for
It
people.
yeah. See, that's the difference. I don't have kid. I got one kid. He grown.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have no grandkids.
See,
However, I will say that I've for me because I am the but this makes perfect sense. Let me bring it home to you, and you'll get it.
okay, we'll see.
You are more, I think. I'm going to say you are more maybe emotional than I am. I am emotionally unavailable. You will never know how I feel in terms of people like, I don't know if
Yes,
she really likes me or not because I can't tell. I'm not a
right.
crier. I'm not any of those things. My love language is I'm not going to say maybe
You're
gifts
a
and
giver.
acts of
You're a giver.
service.
You're
Yes. And
so. Oh yes,
so
access. Yes.
I don't mind like saying, "Hey, we're gonna go on a trip." And when I say we, I mean me and you, and I'm gonna pay for everything, and it's all good. And I'm never gonna
Yes.
make you feel guilty about it unless I feel like you are
That's you.
ungrateful, and then I'm gonna bring it
Yes.
up. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I'm never gonna bring it up. I just want to do it. It makes me feel good. But don't come over here saying thank you. Because now I'm gonna get
Right.
mad. Don't say that. Don't do that. I know you're grateful. Don't. Now it's uncomfortable. You made me feel uncomfortable about giving you something. Maybe I should take it back. Because I'm not a hyper emotional creature. I'm just not.
Right.
I'm not.
Right.
I know that you're grateful. Otherwise, I'd have never done it.
See, yeah, that's where we're different because you give gifts. You're so sweet. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Remember you sent
it's
me flowers.
yeah. It's just how I am.
And you're so sweet. And I was like, oh damn, I need to send her flowers. Well, see, I forget to give gifts. I'm more of an like give you a hug. What can you? How are you doing today? That type.
Yeah.
But the whole and talk it out with me. Come on, girl, talk it out. What do you need? But I forget the gift. I'm getting better at it though. But
See,
that's
but
not
that's
my.
that's why we make such a great team.
Yes,
Is
we do. I am getting better at
I'm don't come over here hugging me. What you doing?
it. Yeah,
Get back up.
yeah,
Give me 50 feet.
yeah.
I'm that kind of person. Like I just get off. Just
Right.
bye. Go. And please don't all these tears and all that. Oh my God, I can't stop. It's making me uncomfortable. But what I
Now all the
love,
tears I don't need. I don't need all of that. Keep all that. Yeah, I am getting over that. I'm written for everyone out there. Trust me. The tears are, whew, they're wearing me out. It's emotional. Like when women come up and they want to cry and they want to, okay, all right, that's great. I don't know how to process that,
yeah.
but I do love to give a hug. I like to tell people that they're loved and that type of thing. But giving gifts,
Yeah. See, I'm gonna
yeah,
give you my gift, and that is me telling you how I feel
yes,
about you.
that
The
is you,
whole
and I think that's sweet.
the L word and all that. I don't want to get in that. I
Yeah,
don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm like, I'm good. No, don't
yeah,
start. Matter of fact, if you look like you're heading in my direction, like, oh my, I'm like, stop. I feel uncomfortable. Now I might mimic you to make you feel better, but for me, I'm like, what was that about? People are like, yo, they were just saying they appreciate you. I'm like,
What was wrong with her today? Okay.
but
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So I see
we're
why you
learning.
do it. Yeah.
We're learning, we're
We're
evolving.
learning.
And I think
Yes.
that's why, in my mind, I think the universe brings certain people together for that reason. And I think that is one of the great things about Mimosa Moments is that we are such a great balance in that
Yeah.
I'm never going to forget the gift. I'm always going to remember the birthday. I'm always going to remember to send you the thank you card and the flowers and things like that. Or if I see that you need something, I'm not going to ask you if you need it. I'm just going to send it
You
because
got
I
to
feel
do it.
like that's what you got to do. But now, if
Yeah.
you ask me to say that, I'm not going to say it. And then I don't want to hear you go on and on and on about it. I'm like, yo, I'm never going to do that again because you don't know how to be quiet about it.
Okay. And see, now that's now the quiet part, I agree. Here's my part with where I am with people. If I do something for you, I do. I forget. I don't remember. But I do want you to don't come throw it in my face later on and don't think I'm obligated to do it again. That's the thing I have with the whole gift giving. Sometimes people think, well, you did that last year, so you're not going to do it again. Damn it, I did it then. I may not do it. I don't know. I mean, my money, my gift, I give it when I want to. Yeah, it's not getting anything. Ain't going to be no Christmas this year. How about that? How about
Ain't
that?
no more Christmas.
Yeah. What made you think because I gave you Christmas 10 years in a row, I need to do it the 11th year? No.
That is
I mean, that's the
hilarious.
thing that I just, with the whole gift thing, I love giving people gifts, but I don't want you to think that I'm obligated to do it. I do it
Yeah.
because I love to do it and out of the
I
kindness of
don't
my
know why
heart.
I never think about it. I don't. I do it and I don't think about the after. I don't think about, am I going to do this next year? Am I going to keep this up? I don't. I do whatever I feel in that moment in terms of giving because again, that is my love language. But I don't think about if I'm going to do it next year. It really depends on how I feel about you next
That's what
year.
I'm saying. But if someone asked you, well, you did this for me last year and you didn't, so
I
how
don't
would
even
that make you?
respond to that. I'm just like,
Okay.
I just keep
Yeah.
it moving. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, that sounds like that's a you problem. Like I don't want to get involved in whatever your problem is that you thought I was going to do it again. You might want to reassess the way you evaluate. That's how I look at it. I'm like, I'm not going to get pulled into that.
Yeah.
Go on and have your own hurricane while I have my wine.
My
Okay.
mimosa. Well, that's why I don't do a lot of gifting, but I used to, but I've gotten out of it because people thought they looked at it as an expectation. And then they say, you give the most fabulous gifts, but if I go give you something for $25 from Marshall's, now you're mad at me.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
it was a thought. So, but I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna see what you do. Call me when you go on that trip to Paris. Make sure my name is on the list.
let me tell you, I'm going to Paris. I'm going to say it. I
Okay.
was on TikTok. There, I said it. Done it. I
Yeah.
said it. I was on TikTok and I watched this guy who moved to LA from Brooklyn and was like, I'm still young. I think he was like 23 years old because it's a TikTok, right? And he was like, I moved to LA and I thought people were going to be a particular way and they weren't. And so I just took all of my money that I had saved, which wasn't a lot. I booked myself a trip to Paris and I'm going to live there and I'm going to see what it's like. I've been here before, but I feel like I'm just going to start over. And I thought, I'd be damned. I wish when I was 23 that I
Yeah.
had those kind of balls. Now I had some balls on me at 23.
Right.
I
Me
did. They
too.
weren't
But
they
not
weren't
that.
they
Yeah.
were not hairy balls, but they were balls nonetheless. Like I've always been a ballsy broad,
Right.
always.
Yeah. I'm
Now,
with you
I
there.
don't know that I would have moved out of the country by myself with no friends, no family, no nothing that seemed familiar to me. I don't know if I was that ballsy. That's why I said my balls didn't have hair, but I was certainly
Right.
ballsy as I still am. But
Right.
I thought, I want to start doing that. I've never really gone somewhere by myself, and I'm probably not going to start. But for
Okay.
someone that I'm cool with, I would take them with me and go and just enjoy the experience. Like I want to go to Ireland. I know, but I do. There's something
Oh,
about Ireland that just that I just want to go. And I think I may go just for a week and just I don't know, try to blend. First of all, ain't gonna be a whole lot of blending because I'm a brown girl. But I wanna
You were
go and
playing.
just yeah, I wanna go.
You
I
were
wanna go
playing.
to Paris and just pretend like I speak French and just,
I
sit in
think you
the
should.
sideway cafes and "Je m'appelle Jasmine." Like, I just wanna do that.
I think you should.
I think I
We,
am.
yes. Yes, we.
I
I
like
think you
that "oui,
should.
oui." I think I
Yes.
will.
We. Yes.
And I'll report
And tell them
back. I'll
"Tu
report
parles
back.
anglais?" And they'll ask you, "Do you speak?" And you say, "Tu parles anglais?" or "Tu parles France?" And you go and have yourself a good time, honey.
I think I'm gonna do that. Why
I
not?
think you should.
You only live up one time, so, c'est la vie.
There you go.
And
I
that is a
love it.
mimosa
And
moment.
that is a mimosa moment.